Meanwhile, Trump is back on the campaign trail this week, holding events in Wisconsin and Michigan, and The Times has been looking at how he's pitching himself to voters.
I report on the MAGA movement, and as part of that job, I've been to more than 100 Trump rallies over the last 8 years or so. But I've noticed a change in his rallies over the past year.
Michael Bender is a political correspondent for The Times.
Trump and his supporters have been using increasingly religious terminology to describe his candidacy. And there may be no better example of this than the way he ends his rallies now and how that's morphed into almost a religious service. There's a sudden shift in the mood at the end of the Trump rallies. First, soft and reflective music starts to play through the arena speakers.
But now, we are a nation in decline. We are a failing nation.
Trump, who is combative for most of the first hour of the rally, turns reverent and solemn.
Can we be energy dominant again? Oh yes, and quickly, says President Trump. Oh yes, and quickly.
As he starts to read a kind of creed for his political movement.
We will not bend, we will not break, we will not yield, we will never give in, we will never give up.
And at this moment, Trump's crowd becomes his congregation. As some bow their heads, others close their eyes. Some in the audience may raise open palms into the air or mutter along as if in prayer.
We will evict crooked Joe Biden from the White House, and we will take back our country on November 5th, 2024.
But what's happening here feels like a new level. I've been talking to voters about what they're experiencing at these rallies, and what a lot of them talk about is he's been chosen by God for a mission to save the country. And I've also been talking to experts and religious leaders who say Trump is presenting himself more like a religious figure or a martyr rather than a traditional politician.